Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Um, Today, I want to talk about turning your pain into purpose. Um, I want to read Revelations 12 and 11, and it says, "And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they did not love their lives to death." God turns pain into purpose through the stories that we could tell and the stories that will be told, the stories that are helping others. Um, I picked this title a while ago, and for me, it's close to home. Um, Experiencing recent death of my baby sister and the death of my mom, um, it put me in a numb place, um, a place where I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know what to feel. I didn't want to feel at all. Um, when we experience things like death that hurt us, um, for me, I was trying to do everything to avoid the pain, working hard, moving around, keeping myself busy and occupied. Um, when I thought one day after the services for my sister, after the services for my mom, I felt my body breaking down. I felt my mind just feeling overwhelmed. And when my body start to feel like this and my mind start to feel like this, I usually take time to myself. I take time to myself um, to gather my thoughts, uh, to go into prayer, to meditate, and to have that one-on-one with God. I took a few days, took a quick getaway, and in that room, um, I asked God to help me to not be numb. I asked God to help me to feel and be in that moment and accept everything that happened. I think when deaths come and the way they came, I think I didn't want to accept it, knowing I wouldn't see my little sister no more, knowing I wouldn't see my mom no more. The difference is my sister's was unexpected. My mom's, um, she was sick, so it was leading up to that moment. And we're never prepared, no matter how much we think we are, but we're never prepared. And me taking that time away and having that moment with God, um, I ask God, pour into me, Lord, pour into me and help me to feel because one thing I didn't want to do was have a nervous breakdown later on or, just crashing out, later on. Like I wanted to feel, I needed to feel, I know what I needed and I need to feel and accept my sister's death. I need to feel and accept my mother's death. And one thing I didn't want to do is push it under the rug and bury it and bury it and bury it. And then, like I just said, one day, like have a nervous breakdown. That's what I did not want. So I need to take that time and be in that moment and have that time with God, cry, yell, scream out, because I know I was angry when it came to my sister's death. I was angry, upset, as well as hurt. Of course, when it came to my mom, same thing. Um, when we don't have control over things, for us people who do like to be in control, it bothers us and it hurts. It touches us in a different way. And the fact that I had no control over what happened to my sister or my mom, it bothered me. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm such an in control type of person. Um, I had to be okay with saying I wasn't okay. I had to be okay with feeling. I had to be okay with releasing, letting it out. This right here, having these videos and talking these videos have been helpful. It's therapeutic for me. Um, their death pushed me here. This is something I've been wanting to do. I've been putting it off for a while. One thing, if nothing else, that their deaths taught me is to live. Is to live, and is to not to procrastinate, not to put nothing off. Enjoy life, enjoy it to the fullest, because tomorrow's not promised. And don't be apologetic. Be very unapologetic to live. My kids are older. Thank God they're doing great. My grandkids are great. We all are in good health, which is a blessing. I don't have no major obligations as far as raising kids anymore. My kids are grown, so it is me time. I'm okay with being a little selfish now. Um, for the most part, I've always been there for everybody else, and still would be, but on a different level. I have boundaries now. I protect my peace at all costs. Um, when it's all said and done, I said, you know, there's that God did answer my prayer. He helped me to release. He helped me to feel and be in that moment. He helped me to pour out, cry out to Him, pray out to Him. That little weekend I took is the weekend because I knew I needed to have that one-on-one with Him. You would be amazed what prayer does. Staying in prayer, fasting, I needed to do it. I had to do it for my mental, if not for nothing else. When you're going through things and life is life, and on top of you going through things, it's not easy. It's not easy. Anybody that say it is, they won't be telling the truth, because it's not. It's very hard. Life is life, and deaths come and put you in a place where, again, I was numb. And I was numb because I didn't want to feel. I didn't want to be in those moments of what was happening. When my sister passed, just being in that moment, I couldn't even, it was all like it was a dream, like a nightmare. From the time I found out to the time of her funeral, it was all like a nightmare to me. And I was waking up from a dream, and I didn't want to go to her house and not see her there. I didn't want nobody to call me, or I didn't want to know that what happened really happened. So I kind of buried it once everything was all said and done. Um, when my mother was passing, this was a long time coming, mentally trying to prepare myself, physically trying to prepare. We could do that. We got the burials and everything, the funerals, powers on board. We got all that part done. But the blessing was that she was in her right state of mind before she left. So I was able to have great conversation with her, laugh and joke with her, um, and understand, what she was dealing with. She gave me such peace. In my last day speaking with her, being there with her, she gave me such peace. Like, I'm all right, Trina. And that helped me to be all right in that moment. When she passed, um, I always said me and my brother was being a little selfish because of course, we didn't want her to go. Um, so, we had to talk, and we had to really come to grips with reality that, when the doctor said, oh, it's going to be just a little while longer, I didn't want to believe that. My doctor is God. But at the same time, God knows what's best. He knew what was best for her. He knew she was in pain. He knew that she was suffering. So He did answer her prayer. I didn't know what her prayer was. I couldn't, override her prayer for her. So, I had to understand that. But, being able to talk to her and had those conversations with her is right after her birthday. She got to see her birthday. She got to enjoy some cake. She got to talk to her grandkids, see all of us. So, I was happy with that. But the pain doesn't stop. It doesn't take away that I'll never get that call in the middle of the night from her. I'll never get that call, a random call during the day while I'm at work from her. Mother's Day, my birthday's coming up next week. I won't get those birthday calls from her. So it hurts. It do. And we have to allow ourselves to hurt, to get it out, and to be able to move forward. We can't be stuck in not allowing ourselves to hurt. And turn that pain into purpose. And I say turn that pain into purpose. Like, I have so much I want to do, and I know I have so much to offer to others, um, and I'm going to do that. No more procrastinating. People who know me know they could call on me, know they could call me at any given time, but I want other people, I want the world to know that. They could call on me, they could listen to me, that I'm going to be there for them and guide them as much as I can. Um, I have that knowledge and I have that wisdom. God has prepared me for this day, and I have to be ready. I am ready, and I know I'm ready. Um, every day I love to write, I love to sing, um, and I love to talk. So I might as well use that, express what I've went through, how I'm getting through it. Um, like I said, prayer, meditation, talking to you guys, making these videos, writing. It's all helping me to deal with this pain. Um, and the purpose that I'm going to use it for is touching the hearts of those people who are in pain, touching those people who need that prayer, that right now, right there prayer. I'm going through. I need a prayer real quick. Um, I don't know when I'm going to start my prayer line, but I want a prayer line. In the meantime, I want people to be able to come to my videos. Whatever they're going through, I want them to be able to come to my videos and listen to them and get a word. Um, I know, God has a plan for me. I trust his plan. So I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to make these videos, um, one topic at a time, one topic at a time. My book, for those people who have not gotten my book, When Did I Become the Enemy? Please go get it. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes and Nobles, and it's on Dorrance Publishing website. The book, When Did I Become the Enemy, is not per se talking about your enemy, but it's talking about, um, you're doing everything under the sun for people, and people are treating you differently. They aren't treating you how you treat them. We have to come into acceptance with it. The moral of the story is we are not the enemy. We was never the enemy to them, and they know that. But get the book, read it. It's a good read. It's a quick read. Um, I am going to have my coaching business starting. So those people who want to be coached, who want to, be able to see where life would take them, I would be available. Podcast. Going to do the podcast soon. Gonna have that coming through. The podcast is gonna be fun because I'm gonna do it with someone, and our energy, it just connects. Um, we're gonna keep it on a positive note. Looking forward to that. But like I said, tonight I wanted to talk about turning your pain into purpose. We have what it takes. We all do. We all have a gift. We all have a gift. We just have to tap into it. Fear always comes, but our faith will override that fear. Trust me. Stick it out. Whatever you desire to do, go for it. Write it down. Make your goals. Make your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and execute it. It can be done. It can be done. You will get it done. So I believe that my podcast is going to be successful. I believe my book is going to be successful. Patience. You have to have patience. Put that faith forward. Have the patience. Do your part, and God gonna do the rest. Trust, He will. He definitely gonna do the rest. Um, I think I'm gonna conclude here, but just know, pray that God keep our eyes open for us to see, our ears open to hear, our hearts, spirits, and minds open to hear His word, and listen. Stay focused. Stay focused. There's a lot of distractions. Don't lose sight of what you want for you and your family. It starts with you. I seen something on Instagram. It said the best way to keep your peace, is to mind your business. I don't want to mind your business. I don't even want to mind my business. What I do want to mind is God's business. I'm all about minding his business right now. I am not worried about yours or my business, but I'm so concerned with doing his business. I want to mind God's business right now. That's where I'm at. So, on that note, you guys have a good night. Please, peace, love, and blessings.